Say some crazy shit or be more professional this time. Crazy shit. Welcome to the official press conference for FloGrappling. Who's number one? Craig Jones versus Ruotolo. The event kicks off Friday night, as always, 8 o'clock Eastern. First 3 matches free on our YouTube. Just like this press conference, the next 6 matches, the main card, only on FloGrappling.com. This event is brought to you by Fat Tire Beer, our main sponsor, BJ Fanatics, Dahlinger Mats, and Defense Soap. All right, so those are our 4 sponsors. Make sure you get some Fat Tire Beer, watch this event, drink some beer with your friends. Let's kick it off with our first match of the evening. The first match is in the strawweight division, the most exciting women's division in the sport, in my opinion. I keep bringing these girls back. They're all really exciting. These girls, both veterans of the event. It's a 115-pound match. On my right, Danielle Kelly. On my left, Jessica Crane. First off, I'll kick it off with you, Jessica. How you feeling being back on Who's Number One?
I'm really excited. I think that this is going to be my first black belt super fight, and I'm super excited to put on a show and hopefully prove to everyone else that I'm up there and I'm going to put on a show every time I compete.
How about you, Danielle? How do you think you match up with Jessica going in this match? I'm sure you've seen her last couple matches on here.
Yeah, I did a lot of my research, especially like with my last match here, Who's Number One. I'm obviously like not proud of it. You know, I did a lot of studying, and she has a really good game. We're kind of similar in a lot of ways. I think my ground game is a little better, so I just want to test that out and just prove that my jiu-jitsu is really good as well.
All right, I'm really excited for this one. We get a late start. I'm gonna speed things up a little bit. Let's get to the fans. Connor, what's going on YouTube, Discord? What are these people doing?
Hey, everybody. The Discord is popping off. They've been excited for this all week. And they did have a question for you. What do you guys think of your weight class? Because right now it's being called one of the toughest weight classes in the world.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let Danielle go first, and then Jessica, you answer when she's done.
Do I have to talk in the mic?
Yeah,
Okay,
just somewhat close to it.
It's definitely tough. The girls are very technical because like most the girls above the weight class are more like wrestling style per se. You know, they like to stay standing most times, and I feel like the strawweights work more on technique and attacking. So, and then you know the girls are with this event happening. It's showing like a lot of girls coming up.
I think it's definitely exciting. I don't think that there's like any girl in the ranking for strawweight that you look at and you're like, oh, okay, that's probably like one of the weaker like opponents. Like everyone on the rankings like is ready for a submission. They're exciting that they're going out, and we all have different styles, I want to say. So it's exciting because every single like person like I know like if I go against, it's going to be a tough match, and it's going to be exciting for the fans. So I'm really glad that my division is getting a lot of like love, because I do think it's really exciting, and all of us kind of go out and like go attack the whole time. Yeah,
the weight is crazy. I mean, that's why we included it in September. I mean, I get tired just watching these matches. None of these girls stop. They're always attacking. Shout out to the Who's Number One Discord. Danielle's actually on there talking with people sometimes. All right, so we're going to move along. We're going to get to our second match of the evening. It'll be Philip Rowe and Cody Steele coming in soon. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
All right.
In sight, behold as I unfold something phenomenal. I use the fuels of jewels to move molecules. Am I a fire that's fly? Liars are soluble, highly microscopical. While you do what is possible and challenge any obstacle, balancing the proper tools. Show 'em what you got to do when time is opportune. And soon you can walk through the reflection in the picture on the wall of Charles Drew, pioneering doctor who developed methods of blood transfusions, who went to Amherst College.
All right, this is our second match of the prelim. This one's going to be fire. This is a really interesting match. A lot of question marks. People don't know what to expect. Like I said, this thing's brought to you by Fat Tire Beer. Make sure you get some Fat Tire to watch this. But first off, we got Philip Rowe, currently fighting in the UFC. MMA fighter, wanted to get on Who's Number One, and then he's going up against Cody Steele, who's number one regular. Cody, first off, how did you feel when we offered you this match?
Man, I was really excited about the match, actually. Normally, a lot of MMA guys, in particular like UFC guys, they're extremely tough and durable. So this is going to be something where it's going to be a lot of scrambles and scraps, and I knew it's going to be like that. Or I know it's going to be like that.
So, Philip, what made you want to get involved in a grappling match when you got your MMA career going on and everything?
I've been grappling as long as I've been fighting, and it's actually what got me into MMA. So I've always been trying to get on here. I've been blowing up your inbox forever. People don't take me too serious when it comes to the grappling. I'm not on the grappling scene, but I feel like I get to train with high-level guys often, and I know I have what it takes to compete at this level, and that's why I'm here.
Well, what do you think? What do you think people can expect from you who haven't seen you? What do you think is going to go down between you and Cody tomorrow night?
I don't think people. I think people are surprised by me. I think people are surprised by my strength when they feel me. I think people underestimate me just by looking at me. I don't really look the par, but I've been grappling guys that are a lot better than me my entire career. So I'm used to being compromised, and I'm comfortable being compromised. So a lot of guys, they're good at pushing the pace, they're good at being the aggressor, but they're not good at taking it. And I can take it and I can give it.
How about you, Cody? How do you think this thing's going to go down tomorrow night?
I think it's gonna be really exciting. You know, like you said, he's been doing jiu-jitsu for a while. I mean, he's tough, he's durable. So I'm just gonna keep a high pace, and like I said, you know, you guys pay me to come here and show up and put on a show, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Only entertainers allowed on this thing, and we got all fire people, great jiu-jitsu on this event. Connor, Discord, YouTube, what are these maniacs saying?
They got a question for Cody, if you will. Cody, do you think you can backflip over your opponent, and will you try?
Yeah, I most likely will try.
Calling the backflip. All right,
I'll say,
confident.
yeah.
Also, did you take this fight specifically because of your interest in MMA, knowing that he's in UFC?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big reason why I was really excited for the match too. Is just because like I know he's at that level, and fighting in the UFC, you know, like that's exactly where I'm trying to go and represent the jiu-jitsu community through there. So, you know, this is gonna be a good test to see kind of like where I stand in that.
Awesome. And for Philip, we actually have someone in the chat that claims that they fought you during their first pro MMA fight. That jiu-jitsu podcast.
Do you remember who that is? You remember that name?
Their first fight, what's his
Their
name?
first fight, I'll figure out a name
their
for you
first
by
name.
the
Not
end
his
of
first
it.
fight, you wouldn't remember. Yeah.
But I did have a question. You're at the top of the sport in, you know, MMA, and now you're stepping into the top of the sport on jiu-jitsu. So what so far has been the difference in experience for you? You know, what's that like?
What got me to where I'm at, man, is taking chances, man, and not being afraid to take the leap of faith. And I'm never afraid. You know, I'm not afraid of no man, no one person. So I do this every day. You know, every day for 10 years I've been training with really good guys, and I know I can compete at this level. So I just got to go out there and show them, you know, and I will. So I'm not getting suplexed. You know what I mean? I'm not. There's no freaking flyer miles over here. I'm a goofball. I'm funny, but once it's time to go, I go. You know, and once they feel me in there, they know it's the real deal. You know, they know I'm not just here by chance. So I'm ready to go out there. This guy is phenomenal, man. If you see his resume, there's no easy matches that he's competed in, and I'm not going to be one either. So I'm just here to show everybody what I can do.
This match is going to be crazy. Love the Scottie Pippen jersey. I grew up in the Chicago suburbs during the Jordan years. My favorite year was actually when Jordan played baseball, and Pippen was the best guy because it was fun for once because we didn't know we were all going to win always. Like, it was like you really were on the edge of your seat.
That's a fan. That's a
Yeah.
fan for real.
Shout out to the Scottie Pippen jersey. Cody Steele, always exciting. Up next will be the third and final prelim of the night. Haizam Rida and Miha Perhavec.
And predicting when the sonic boom hits. Data analysts and aeronautical engineers stands in painted sands. Native lands extend to the hemisphere. I tear through dimensions, rip the devil's lair out the heavens near. The remnants of rebels are resting there. Weapons of fear destroy the soul. Nobody shed a tear. Curse been on us for 527 years. Some worship millionaires. I dedicated life to bring you here. Not a duplicate, so you should get the picture clear. I'd rather see us all succeed, but some don't get it. The greatest innovators did it not only for credit. Groundbreaking researcher like Ernest Everett studied embryonic development, improving methods. Life is not just about who connected. You like the movie? Then who directed? Pay for the product? Who collected? Support then? Who respected? A legacy can disappear in time if you neglect it. I keep track of the facts.
All right, this match came to us on late notice. Mihar Perhavec, always a guy who comes in on late notice for us, going against Haizam Rida. Haizam, you fought his teammate Sloan last time. You were supposed to fight his coach Keenan. What did you think when you found out Keenan was out and we had an offer of Miha as your opponent?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to the Keenan fight, but like I said, injuries are part of the sport, and I was a little disappointed, but it's stuff happened, and but then I had Miha stepped up, and I'm just excited I still get a fight and get to showcase my jiu-jitsu on the Who's Number One stage.
Miha, you seemed really confident when you jumped in my DMs, like, let me take this match, I know I can win it. Why do you think you can win this match?
I don't know. I feel like despite him being bigger, I spar bigger guys all the time, and I think for some submissions that I like a lot, the leverage is even better if the guy's lankier. I wouldn't have said yes if I didn't think I can beat him.
Do you plan on running the gauntlet against the Legion team? If you beat Miha, are you still going to call out Keenan and try and work your way up the ladder over there?
That's right. And I just see this as another step to get closer to the ultimate boss.
So this is like a video game. He's trying to go through different levels, and you got to stop him from getting a Keenan. So you got that on the line.
Yeah, and I fully plan to do so.
All right, Connor, the Discord and the YouTube, what are they saying on there?
Well, they're curious, Miha. Do you plan on standing up with him and using some no-gi judo? And what's that look like for you with a guy like Heisem?
Yeah, for sure I plan to. Like, I talk too much shit about pulling guard to pull guard right away. Yeah, I want to see how some of my takedowns work against him. And I know he's probably mentioned that he would like to do the same, so we'll see. Everyone loves a good takedown shootout as long as there's not a lot of pushing and like leaning on each other.
Yeah, no pushing and clubbing and all that stuff. Yeah, as long as you're moving forward, people love that shit. What else are they saying on there, Connor?
Yeah, they got a question for Heisem. They said, how much has your game plan switched now that there's a new opponent at the last second?
To be honest, it's just like I've been competing in like big tournaments in the day. I have to fight 2, 3, 4 guys in there, so it's just like I'm very confident in my jiu-jitsu. It's just like I have answer for whatever is being thrown my way, so it's not a big deal.
Awesome.
I love how the Discord always has better questions than me. I'm so professional over here, so prepared. Anything else that they have a value over there?
Yeah, Miha, for all the small guys that, they got into jiu-jitsu because they knew it's like, this is how small guys beat big guys. That's kind of what you're going after. So what is your game plan to adjust for the discrepancy in weight?
I don't really plan to adjust anything. Like I said before, I spar big guys all the time. There's this guy, JR, Brailer Grout, who's very similar in proportions to him. And everyone loves this. It's kind of like biblical, David versus Goliath. Jiu-jitsu just works like that. So I don't think I have to change much, honestly, except for like closing the distance maybe.
Is that it from them, Connor?
Awesome. Yeah, I think the Discord's got their question in.
All right, very good questions. I mean, these are some good journalists we have there in the Discord. Third and final prelim of the night. This will be the last free one. Everything else coming after this will only be available on FloGrappling.com. This one you can watch free on YouTube. I think it's going to be a great one. Miha Perhavec versus Heisem Rida. Make sure you tune in. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Insight innovates, the past is resurrected.
All right, this will be the first match of the main card. It was going to be on the prelims. Once Keenan pulled out, we bumped it up. It never should have been for free. We were crazy giving this thing out for free. Could main event most cards. We got Mika Galvao. I'm looking at the screen. Mika Galvao on my right. Oliver Taza on my left. I mean, both you guys are coming off a lot of momentum. Just had big wins. You just won pretty dominantly against Jonathan Alves. Had a couple deep heel hooks. You had a great match with Andrew Tackett, so a lot of momentum coming in this match. I think this is one that people just don't know what the hell to expect. I'll kick it off with you, Oliver. What do you expect from Mika going into this match?
I'm expecting the same thing he did last time, and I'm expecting the same thing from me that I did last time. Go out there, put a good match for everybody watching. Just pull the trigger, and we'll go from there.
Mika, what are you thinking going into this? Because obviously everybody talked about the DDS leg game. Taza won 2 decisions against Johnny and Jonathan with heel hooks, basically. So I mean, you heel hook somebody in Nogi Pans, you know what you're doing there. But how do you feel about going into the leg lock game with Oliver if that happens?
I think everyone knows how much leg lock games Taza know, and probably every John Denner students know. And I think it's a very good matchup for me because I've never fought with someone just especially on the leg lock games, and I want to see how it's gonna work.
You mentioned the Danaher name. That's I mean there's no beating around the bush. The DDS, they're big names, famous guys. Does it excite you to go out there and fight a member of this crew, like to do a big fight like this?
Actually for me, it's not something that I like. Oh, I want to fight against this guy because he's from Danaher Death Squad. Basically for me, all the athletes have something special, so I look for the athletes, but of course I have such respect for John Denner because he has some good guys out there.
Oliver, Craig Jones forced me to ask you this. Are you planning to win by split decision again?
Yes, the split decision. We got to make everybody happy, man. everybody's got to get something out of it.
All right.
Fucking Craig.
Connor, what's going on in the Discord, YouTube? What kind of questions they got for these guys?
Yeah, the chat actually has a lot of questions for you guys. So I guess we can start with Mika. Mika, what do you think is your most likely submission to be able to end this match early?
I like a lot, arm bars. Yeah, and I don't know what to expect about a fight. Just like I said, a fight is always a water. You never know what's going to happen in there. But the way I see, it's either back attacks or arm bars.
Awesome. And Taza, we've seen Mika's relentless guard passing, and there's some people that are expecting Berimbolo leg lock counters off of your entries. There's a lot of theory crafting in the chat. So how do you go into a fight with someone like Mikhail Galvao?
I go into it the same way I go into other matches. I mean, obviously, when you're studying an opponent, which I'm sure Mika has done the same, you're always, looking for their main move, what they like to do. But you don't want to change your game too much. You want to stick to what you're good at, what you like doing. Obviously, you don't want to think about it too much, having it back of your mind, make you defensive and make a boring match, which is what we don't want. So not much has changed, just stick to what I like to do, stick to my training, what I've been doing in training, and then, we'll, like Mika said, it's a fight, you don't know what happens, but you have things planned, and then you go from there.
Yeah, I don't think a boring match is possible here. I mean, this match is like, I go on the show, I'm forced to make a pick, and I really, this is one where I wanted to be a coward and not make a pick, because I don't know what the hell is going to happen, especially after how good both you looked last month. This is going to be a crazy match to kick off the main card. 4th match overall tonight, 1st match of the main card. Up next, we will be having Andrew Wiltse and Gabriel Almeida. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, here's Andrew Wiltse and Gabriel Almeida. Yes, this show is brought to you by Fat Tire Beer. Andrew didn't even realize. He thought we were just hanging out with beers in here, which, I mean, that's our style. We do shit like that. But this is an exciting matchup. Andrew, this is your 3rd time in Who's Number 1. You're 2-1. You got a Panda Express hoodie now?
Yeah, I do.
Where's the wizard hat?
I thought the hoodie might be enough for this one. I got to do
Alright.
different stuff each time. I'm gonna have a robe.
Bring
and,
the goddamn wizard hat next time.
Yes, sir.
All right, Gabriel
That would be
Almeida.
too much.
You guys have fought a few times, like at blue and purple and stuff. You're coming off of that loss to Nicky Ryan, decision loss. Are you feeling motivated coming into this one? And how do you feel matched up with Andrew now after it's been a couple years since you fought?
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm excited. So like I said, we fought before, like twice the same day.
Yeah, it was
actually.
twice in the same. It was a bad day for me.
Yeah, not the best day for me too. But yeah, we fought before, and those both matches were awesome. I'm sure this one's gonna be great too. My last performance wasn't the best. Wasn't what I was expecting. I made some mistakes in the match with Nicky. Got back home, work on my mind, like on how I should behave and to not make those same mistakes I did in that match. But I'm excited. It's always excited. It's always exciting to fight someone that like Andrew. Who's coming to bring it, and that's it.
Andrew, you got a lot on your table right now. You're going on calls with Panda Express. I'm threatening to tear down your box if you pull guard. How are you feeling going into this match with all this pressure?
I feel like I'm not gonna fucking pull guard. Well, yeah, dude. When we did that match, the first one, you broke my arm. I was very sad. And then when we went in the open, that was a hard match.
I saw you came at me like really mad.
Yeah. Dude, I was so tired after the match. You remember that little guy I went against afterwards who just kept taking me down?
Oh man.
Couldn't
I saw
even
you were really
walk
tired. You
afterwards.
came to talk to me. I was just so like bummed out because I lost that match. I didn't even say anything back, but I felt bad after that.
No, it's
I gotta get back and talk to him.
I love how every time Andrew comes on the press conference, he just becomes friends with everybody. I don't even got to say anything. All right, what's going on Discord, YouTube?
Yeah, we got a few questions. So, first off, Andrew, how's that Panda sponsorship coming? Are we anywhere close? The people want to know.
I feel like we're close. I had a conference call with Panda Corporate. I thought it went really, really well, and they were going to get back to me and let me know. They just actually emailed me 10 minutes ago, and I got really excited when I saw it on my phone, and then it said, we'll get back to you, basically. So they're keeping me in suspense.
They're waiting to see what happens tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think there's a lot on the line on this one.
Gabriel might snatch that thing up from you. Gabriel beat
Someone
you
in the
up.
jiu-jitsu community should,
that
though.
orange chicken, man.
It's good, right?
What else is going on online, Connor?
All right, we got a question for you, Gabriel.
Yep.
What made you want to come back so quick to Who's Number One after your last performance?
I can answer that one for him. This match was already signed before the Nicky Ryan match. So, all right, do we have another question for Gabriel?
Yeah, but I would come back anyway. I always want to improve and do better than last time, so just made me more excited to come back here today.
Perfect. All right, Andrew, do you plan on using any witchcraft for this match? Do you have any hematite on hand for it? What's your game plan going into the
Hematite was to
wizardry?
calm me down because I was a bad kid and I did a lot of
Angelite.
bad shit.
Angelite turns you
Angelite is
powerful,
for
yeah.
it's supposed to be for healing stuff. No, you can't use magic for a fight. That's cheating. That's like doing steroids.
What about one of those candles?
That's a no.
You got one of those candles from that video?
You know what? Actually, we were gonna, and then the witch
should
lady
bring
started,
one out with you.
She started yelling at us, and we had to get out of there.
If you don't know, watch the video of Andrew going wizard shopping. You're going to laugh your ass off when you saw the candles. You seen that shit?
Oh, I seen it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That lady was mad.
That was funny.
She was like, I have witches in the back that are undercover still. People can't know. You
Yeah, I
can't
mean, I
videotape
can't-
them. We're like,
Of course. I mean,
oh, we're
what-
sorry.
What do you expect these people to be reasonable? They got witches in the back. What kind of shit? What kind of universe? All right, what else is going on online, Connor?
So they had a question, kind of for you, Hollywood Mike.
All right.
If Andrew Wiltse is able to get the win here, do we get to see Nicky Ryan versus Andrew Wiltse at some point, or are we building him up? What's the game plan there?
God damn it. People ask me this question every single day. Oh, it's basically I have different Nicky Ryan matches people throw at me every single day. Nicky Ryan Mika, Nicky Ryan Ty, Nicky Ryan Andrew. It's all going to happen eventually. Give it time. Let's get through this one. Let's get him the Panda sponsorship. Make sure he still has a place to live after this, because I'm going to tear down his box if he pulls guard. But this match is going to be fire. I mean, Gabriel, who knows what he's thinking. He's going in against Dark Sorcery. We got Andrew fighting for a Panda Express sponsorship. This one's going to be crazy. Let's move on next to the third match of the main card. Cole Franson and K. Ruotolo. Tyler, you out there? Oh shit! I think I'm live right now. Yep. We're pros here, people. All right. I got on my right Kate Ruotolo, on my left Cole Franson. FloGrappling, who's number one? Craig Jones versus Ty Ruotolo, brought to you by Fat Tire Beer, BJ Fanatics, Dollar Match, Defense Soap. Kate Ruotolo coming back after, in my opinion, the best Who's Number One match of all time. It's got to be at least top 5 best jiu-jitsu matches of all time. How are you feeling after that match with Ethan? That thing, I just rewatched the other day. That thing was crazy.
Sick, yeah, I was super stoked. That was a super fun match, so yeah, I was stoked.
How about you, Cole? How are you feeling getting out there going to him? You sort of got into this in a funny situation because a couple people accepted and pulled out, and we're like, all right, who are we going to get? And then we found you. You were going to take it. What do you think when we came to you with the offer?
I literally was thinking, I was like, I saw that match and I went, oh, I want to go against Cade. Like,
Yeah.
that looks sick. And then you guys reached out to me, like, you guys have, like, hearing things. Like, you have sources to kind of, like, get around and stuff to hear, like, what I'm thinking and stuff.
Yeah, basically everything in jiu-jitsu finds its way to my desk one way or another. I know, I got spies everywhere. All right, Connor, what's going on online with the Discord people?
They had a question for Cole. What do you plan on doing to adapt to Cade Ruotolo?
Adapt. I don't know if I'm, like, change too much, but, like, I definitely am aware of, like, how fucking aggressive he's going to be. He's going to be, like, coming forward hard, the DARS, just, like, kind of being aware of, like, main things and just to play my game against him.
Cool. And Cade, you grew up with fighting your brother pretty constantly. Got a question for you. Do you guys keep track of who taps each other more in like a week and who taps who more?
You know what? We don't really tap each other as much as you would think. It's kind of close, and I feel like we only tap each other like once or twice a week. It's not a very everyday thing, so we definitely do keep that in mind.
Cool. And we got another one, and you'll probably remember this one, Cade. This is from the live chat, so you can't blame me for it, but will the loser shave his head?
Oh my goodness, another one. How did I see this coming? Another one.
The chat
I don't even know if Ethan followed through last time, but we can't shade this thing. Look what he's got going on here. I just found out this is all natural. I thought he was paying somebody to like dye this or something.
He's sun-kissed.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, you might have the same thing if you grew it out a little bit more.
He's got a very similar look going on for sure.
This match is sure to be fire. Cade Ruotolo brothers. Every time we bring them on, it's like a 5-star match. I mean, the DARS is basically their Stone Cold Stunner. You know it's coming, but they just keep hitting people with it. Cole Franson, he's going to go out there and put on a show. I can't wait. I mean, if you don't know about Cole Franson, he beat some good big people before. Like he beat Kennedy No-Gi before, right? You got some big wins. This is going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to it. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Up next, I have Aaron Harpe and Rafaela Guedes.
In sight, behold as I unfold something phenomenal. I use the fuels of Jews to move molecules. Am I a fire that's fly? Liars are soluble, highly microscopical. While you do what is possible and challenge any obstacle.
All right, this is our only women's match on the main card. We got 2 women's matches overall, but I'm really excited about this one because everything I've seen from both of these girls has been just nonstop action. Aaron, you're from an MMA background mostly, right? But I saw you on Fight to Win, and you looked incredible. Like that's where we found out about you. Why don't you explain to people who don't really know about you from the grappling scene, like who you are and what your grappling style is?
Yeah, absolutely. Before I got into MMA, I was on the jiu-jitsu scene, like competing at Worlds, Abu Dhabi, things like that. But I've been training since I was like 6, 7 years old under my dad. He's a black belt under Hoist Gracie directly. And yeah, I'm just here.
Did you watch Rafaela's last match on his number one against Maggie?
Oh yeah,
mutual opponent?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you know, Rafaela's game, man. I love her game. Very aggressive, and you know, I'm aggressive too, as you saw in my last match
know.
too.
I know.
So you know, it's like very similar styles. So I think it's gonna be a very exciting match.
A similar style.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
so excited to do.
Yes.
I never see before airing, but I found some videos like I watch you fight against Maggie. Oh, that's
Thank
crazy,
you,
man.
Yeah, your match with Anna Vera was amazing too.
Yeah.
That same night.
The same night.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Rafaela, I was rewatching your match with Maggie the other day. I was like, man, she just never stopped. Whether you were wrestling, whether you're playing guard, whether you're on the top, you're always getting after. I mean, you're really entertaining to watch, really aggressive, and it seems like getting a submission, like getting a dominant victory, is important to you. Is that correct?
Yes, but I watch like sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I watch and so this gear is like a tough gear, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited to fight against her.
Yeah, this match is. I mean, both the women's matches on this card are great matchups, guaranteed action. Connor, what are they saying online?
They had a few questions for each. Aaron, we can start off with you. Do you think you're going to be able to match Rafaela's aggressiveness standing and on the ground, and how do you plan on doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I noticed with a lot of her other opponents, they were like very hesitant, and especially not only with like my aggressive jiu-jitsu game, like I'm used to like getting hit in the face and getting taken down and things like that with MMA. So I'm definitely not going to be intimidated. And again, with our matches, with our styles, like it's going to be fireworks. It's going to be awesome.
For sure.
Awesome. And Rafaela, question for the future. If you did run into Gabby Garcia at ADCC, how do you see yourself winning?
Dangerous question. Gabby Garcia is going to be there tomorrow night. You're trying to set her up.
This is what the fans
you can
want.
answer that one if you want to.
So I want to fight against Gabby in the future, or I think the fight's coming soon because she's in the bracket, right?
Rafaela, breaking news here. The September women's division, but yes, I think everyone can assume that you and Gabby will be in that bracket. Yeah.
So yes, but I don't know. Everything can happen, but always I'll do my best, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a fire match. I mean, everybody would be looking forward to that one. That one would be great. Connor, how many beers in are you back there?
I'm like 7, dog. I'm feeling great.
All right. Our moderator's drunk on fat tires. I'm going to crack one in a minute, but this match is going to be great. I mean, this is just what we're trying to do. Bring together exciting people that, you know, there's just no way in hell they do 15 minutes without anything happening. This one is going to be exciting. I can't wait to watch it. Aaron Harpe, Rafaela Guedes, really looking forward to this. Up next will be, all the way, already at our co-main, Mikey Musumeci, Junior Ocasio. Co-main event of the evening, Mikey Musumeci versus Junior Ocasio. It's all, you people are ripping us off getting this as a co-main. This should be headlining in its own card. This is a crazy match. I mean, we got Nogi Mikey, heel hook Mikey here. With his, I mean, Lucas was like technically ranked higher, but I think everyone can agree Junior's a bigger test than Nogi because it's like it's a little bit more unpredictable going into this match. Everybody's really excited for this. This is the type of match put together, exciting people. First off, Junior, what have you thought about Mikey's last couple of Nogi matches on Who's Number One?
I thought Mikey's first performance was good, but I expected that to go a little bit like that, so that was cool. I expected Lucas to kind of circle a little bit more, and I was very impressed on how tight he was able to get a bite on him, and not only like one bite, like having him escape one and then catching the other one. That was very impressive, and yeah, man, I expect nothing less from Mikey.
It might need to give Junie a job. That was a great analysis of that match. How do you feel matching up with Junie? Because now you're going to, like with Lucas, we sort of knew the scenario. Yeah. He was going to try and press a pass on top. Junie's got a great leg lock game and stuff. How do you feel going into this match?
I think it's a super big. Talking to us.
Well, the heel hook secret's out of the bag now. Last time you were keeping your heel hooks a secret, everybody knows. How are you going to try to go leg locks with Junie? I'll ask you that.
I really don't know how this match will go. You know, Junie's so well-rounded and amazing everywhere. You know, like that leg lock game, like you said, like this is brand new to me. And Junie's such an expert in it. And like Junie has like the best coach in jiu-jitsu right now, Mauro Santana. And like he trained with Eddie Cummings, also the lord of leg locks. So he's going to be super prepared. And I've just been working my butt off. And I'm so excited to get into some technical exchanges with him.
Yeah, mad respect for Murillo Santana, one of the most genuine.
My favorite
people in
person.
this, yeah. Let's all just agree. Murillo's like the most genuine person, realest person in this sport. All right, so first off, before we get to online, what are you planning to do to my moderator back there?
Oh yeah, the Kentucky guy.
You gonna torture him?
Yeah, we're gonna fight after this. We're gonna do a fix my game, or I want to take his belt.
his catch wrestling belt.
Yeah, I'll wrestle for the belt. We can do a wrestling match.
It's like the hardcore belt. Huh?
Yeah, falls count anywhere. You could get it right here. Connor, what are they saying in there? Mikey's another person that chats in the Discord now. I don't know if Junie's joined it yet, but what are they saying on Discord right now?
Junie, if you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. Our very own Ricardo Amendolia sent us a question right in the Discord. He said, Junie, what do you think of Mikey's leg lock game, and how do you plan to counter it?
I think that, first off, I think Mikey's whole game is very technical and very advanced. His jiu-jitsu IQ is pretty awesome, and to deny that would be something stupid to go into the match into. I think that he studies a lot, and I think that he has the right people helping him out, and I expect a very well-versed leg entanglement. Just because somebody hasn't been doing it for years, it doesn't mean that they don't, once they get the knowledge, they can apply it readily and fast. I expect it to be on par with every other part of his game. And if countering it is one thing, I'm going to go into this match. I have not made it to where I am in my career just with leg entanglements, and so I believe that I'm prepared for everywhere it goes, whether it's on the feet, and I expect him to come very rough on the leg entanglements. He has a killer ankle lock, and I just expect overall, he's well-rounded. He is who he is, and for me, it's just going out there and expressing myself, and when I do that, you get a very well-versed Junie.
What's next, Connor?
Love it. All right, Mikey, we got a kind of a twofer here.
Okay.
What inspired you to go no-gi, and will you go back? And also, just as importantly, why no pepperoni on the pizza?
Oh.
Well, I love Prince Street Pizza, like the square in Manhattan, and that has pepperoni. So that's like my favorite pepperoni pizza. But like, I typically just cook regular pizza in my oven. I feel like the square would be harder to cook.
Really good pizza, let me add. 10 out of 10, really good.
I feel like if I was making a square, you have to like cook the crust a little bit first and then add the cheese. It would just be more complicated and way more heavy. I'd be like fat probably if I was eating that every day.
Let's not get started talking about pizza. He'll talk about this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What was the other question?
How did you get into no-gi?
Well, I always loved no-gi. Like growing up as a kid, I always did gi and no-gi. But I was just around only gi people, And then Michael Sears gave me the chance to do that first Who's Number One with Marcelo Cohen. And when I got here, I saw that this is the biggest event in jiu-jitsu, I saw the vision of the event. I saw what they stand for. And instantly, that made me fall in love with no-gi. And since then, I've been training no-gi every day, every hour.
Yeah, I mean, Mikey, we got a lot going on behind the scenes. You're a big time. One day we got to make a film about everything that's happened since we started conspiring with the Absolute for Euros. And it goes
oh my God.
We went on a vision quest in the desert at one point. Both almost died. A lot of stuff's happened.
So many things.
Connor, we got any other questions for Junie in there?
No, a lot of them are questions about the bolos and the leg locks, but I think Junie did a very good job of explaining technically what he expects for this match.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think everybody knows Junior's trained with plenty of people who bolo, so I'm sure he's ready for that. This is going to be a great match. Another one that is just a question mark in my head. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. Going to be nonstop action. Junior Ocasio, Mikey Musumeci main event. Up next, we got our main event, Craig Jones, Ty Ruotolo. Tell them they bring the fucking wizard in there. We have live in the studio our main event of the evening. Craig Jones in a sombrero. Ty Ruotolo. I mean, we got a lot to talk about. First off, this thing's brought to you by Fat Tire. Craig, we gonna crack one?
We're gonna do it.
All right, but this is what we're gonna do. Normally, we try and get your opponent to cheers with us. This man's underage. We brought you a Dr. Pepper to cheers with. We're gonna crack this thing.
Allegedly, the man loves a good beer, though.
All right.
Off the record.
I like
No, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker.
Drink that Dr. Pepper. Don't leave a thing.
All right,
Just take a sip.
This is disgusting. Greg's trying to poison me.
Greg has poisoned people before.
Yeah, right.
That's what happened to Gordon.
That's what happened to Gordon, right? That's what I hear.
Greg, a lot of people get poisoned, get sick around Craig. Cheers, boys.
They get sick
Fat Tire
around
beer, huh?
They get sick around me or sick of me?
Both, I guess. I don't know. Taza tell you I asked him if he's going to go to a split decision.
What did he say?
He's a fucking Craig, man.
That's out of his hands, though.
All right, let's get to business because this is the main event, and I'm really excited about this. These are two guys I've been staying up on. I rewatching all the Who's Number One matches, and these are two guys that every match they have been in has been awesome. It's been nonstop excitement, and it's like it's gotten even better. They were supposed to fight a couple months ago. Craig got sick, had to pull out. Then they both took different matches. You had a really dominant win against William. You won in less than a minute against Panza. I mean, maybe the quickest sub in Who's Number One history, depending on if you count Tony Ramos.
We don't count that one.
Well, Tony Ramos might be an asterisk, but so everybody's really stoked about this. First off, let's kick it off with you, Ty. This is a match you really wanted, and a lot of people felt you were a big underdog going into it. What is it that makes you want this match so bad?
I think I can win, and Craig's definitely a good person to beat, one of the best right now. So, yeah, I really want the match because, I'm confident.
Is there something about the matchup in particular that makes you think you can win, or?
Yeah, it's not that Craig's an easy opponent at all.
Yeah,
obviously, he's one of the best in the world right now. He's super tough. He's got a sick guard. He's well rounded, and it's not. I wanted to take the match because I think I have the style to beat him, and I think that I think it's gonna happen.
Craig Jones in your sombrero. What's your response to that?
I mean, he's got some big balls. When I was 19, I was struggling to beat purple belts. You know what I mean? But I respect him, man. I mean, you see in every match he goes out there, he tries to kill the other guy. He's at least applying consistent pressure, and those are the matches I love. I want someone to come try to kill me rather than stay evasive on the outside.
Yeah, you don't have to chase him around, right? I mean, are you excited? I mean, he's pretty high level that it's like everybody says, "Oh, Craig's only got leg locks." It's like nobody's just made it past that, right? Like if the leg lock's there, you're going to take it. You think maybe you'll get to display some of your other jiu-jitsu in this match?
Who knows? I mean, leg lock's obviously going to be option A. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no Gordon Ryan where I'm like, I'm going to hit a triangle in this minute of the match. You know what I mean? With a guy like Ty, I'm taking whatever he gives me, basically.
All right, so let's move it on along. I'm sure the fans have got a whole bunch of stuff to say. Connor, what are they saying on Discord?
Yeah, they got a question for Ty. Ty, does surfing enhance your jiu-jitsu, and why or how?
Yeah, I think a lot of my natural strength has come from surfing. Most of it, paddling and the balance of surfing for sure. That's a big part of how I've grown and a big tribute to my jiu-jitsu for sure. You know, jiu-jitsu or surfing, you're forced to have a really good balance, and it forces you to have good cardio, and sometimes it puts you in situations that are not comfortable too. You know, like big waves coming and you're out of breath, and you know, you're either gonna drown or you're gonna live. You know, so sometimes you gotta, you know, you really gotta make your mind strong when you surf, and I think, you know, all those things kind of help. You know, when you do jiu-jitsu, you see a lot of professional surfers doing jiu-jitsu and vice versa.
Awesome. And Craig, we got one for you. When are you gonna pick on someone your own size?
Hey, Luis Panza was way bigger than me.
Yeah, that's not fair. Literally just fought somebody like 30 pounds heavier.
The same weight difference here is the same weight we had with Panza and me.
Plus, you got Gabby's coming. I mean,
Gabby's. Do you know?
Are you worried about Gabby jumping in?
Is she gonna jump in?
She's gonna be at the VIP tomorrow.
I mean, Ty, you beat me. You got to take her.
Yeah.
Is this a number one contender match for Gabby?
I'm down. That'll be a gnarly one.
All right, go.
Sick.
Official. We just made it official. This is a number one contender match. Winner gets Gabby Garcia. Connor, what else is going on Discord?
Ty, they're saying you got the eye of the tiger in the quote of the chat. Do you got any plans for MMA?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I want to test myself in as many different, you know, sports as possible. I like to test myself, and I like to overcome challenges. So, you know, for sure I'm gonna do MMA. I know even my brother has probably got more of an itch for MMA than I do. You know, we both want to do it, but yeah, he's just like mean kind of.
Yeah, not if I got anything to say about it. We got to keep you guys here. We got to figure out a way to make more money and keep you guys. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say, who wins the MMA fight between you and your brother?
Dude, it's gnarly. So I say, you know,
you guys scrap sometimes, right? That one time you came on my show and they were like, "What am I at a cut?" And they're like, "We bumped into each other in the hallway and got into a fight."
It happens for sure. You know, I think my brother might be technically better, but maybe I'm a little tougher. No, I don't know, dude. I'd say he wins. I gotta suck it up. He wins.
And is it true a dog actually didn't attack him in that first cage match? It was you?
No, yeah, right.
Oh my God, I should have had him tell the dog
story. That story is ridiculous. Yeah,
but I'm gonna make a film about the dog story. It is ridiculous.
We should make a film about that. Yeah, but no, I actually didn't injure him that time. No, that's why he gave me the scar though. He's trying to get one of my matches, and you know he wanted to replace me.
Connor, we got any other questions on there?
We do. Craig, how do you feel about trying to go the entire time limit with Ty's pace? What do you think that match looks like for you?
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not known for my cardio, you know what I mean? But I also give Ty the edge because he's 19. If I think back to when I was 19, I wasn't getting tired either, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'll definitely give him the edge in the cardio department.
I mean, he says you have the edge in the cardio. Do you think he has the edge in experience? Because, I mean, you're young, but you've been competing since you could walk. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of interesting because we both, you know, we've been competing a long time. I've been training for 15 years. I don't know how long you've been training for, I'm sure.
How long have you been training?
What am I? I'm 29 now. I think I started around 15, so.
Yeah, around the same time.
Around the same amount of time.
Yeah, I was kind of like a baby of some of those years. You
yeah,
know?
I mean, I
so
guess your first years don't really count. Like, 4-year-old classes aren't quite the same as like when you started.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but no, I know he's got, you know, I mean, we've both been in ADCCs and stuff, you know, so maybe we have a similar amount of experience, but you know, he's a bit older and, you know, maybe he has a bit more experience, but I'm excited for it. Yeah.
All right, Connor, let's get one last question before we get out of here.
Ty, now that you're facing the quote-unquote heavier weight classes and you know that you're going to be able to compete with guys like Craig, do you plan on going back down for events like ADCC, or are you up there with the big boys now?
I'm just wherever I can get the best opportunity and the toughest challenge. That's where I want to be. You know,
Wait, ADCC, you're probably you and Kate are going to split up, right?
Yeah, for ADCC, we must. Yeah, I think he's gonna try and do 77, and then I think I'll probably end up at 88.
So these gonna be two guys being in the same division in ADCC. All right, this is a match I just really cannot wait to see how it goes down. These guys always are exciting. Two of the most exciting in not just in the sport, but of all time. Two great guys. I don't want to pick somebody here. These are two of the few people I like in this sport. Ruotolo, Craig Jones, great people. I can hang out, have a real conversation with them. Everybody tune in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. The first 3 matches free on YouTube. The next 6 only on FloGrappling.com. Thank you.